The first step is to set up Google Analytics tracking. Many of you might have Google Analytics already on your website, but I'm going to show you how to do it using Google Tag Manager, since we'll be covering this tool in the later half of this course. So the first step, if you have not done so already, is to create a Google Tag Manager account. It's pretty easy to do, similar to creating a Google Analytics account. I would do so with the same email address or Google account that you created your GA account with, and then navigate to the admin in Google Tag Manager, and you'll see an Install Google Tag Manager button next to the gear icon. There's a code that you'll have to paste into the top of the head section of all pages, as well as a code to paste into the body tag of all pages. If you're using a CMS like WordPress or Shopify, there might be some plugins to facilitate that, but if not, you'll need to have a developer place these. Next, we're going to create the Google Analytics page view tracking code through Google Tag Manager. So this is similar to the tracking code that you used to have to put on all pages of your website for Google Analytics, but you can actually do that now through Tag Manager. So you'll go to Workspace, you're going to click Create a New Tag. I'm going to title this UA code. UA stands for Universal Analytics, which is the new version of Google Analytics. Classic Google Analytics is somewhat depreciated at the moment. So I'm going to click Universal Analytics. Then it's going to ask me for a tracking ID. And the tracking ID is simply the same tracking ID that you can get from your Google Analytics admin. So I'm going to paste that into here. And the track type is page view. There's lots of other different types of tracking we can do, and we'll cover some of this in the Google Tag Manager portion of the class. But for now, we're just going to install the simple, basic Google Analytics page view. Next, we have to add a trigger, which essentially describes the rules for when this tag will fire. And in this instance, we want the tag to fire on all pages so that all of our pages are tracked. And we're going to click Save. And next, we're going to click Publish. And that's how Google Tag Manager works. We'll cover this more in depth later on, but for the moment, this is just simply how to get Google Analytics on your website if it's not on there already. It's published, and it gives you a little version history of what was changed. And now we will have Google Analytics on our website.